be looking mostly over here. Am I live? I did it early. Okay, we're live. Hi, Kelly. Hello, how are you all? Okay, letting people pop in. I'm just loading some video files. Doo-doo-doo. I have a surprise for people. That's for later. Hi, Kelly. I can't, if you are asking to join, I can't let anyone join right now because I'm doing two things at once. So just so everyone knows, over here, I'm live on YouTube right now. So I'm going to keep this on. Just if you want to hang. If not, I totally understand it, but I will just be looking over here mostly, just so you guys know. Hi, YouTube. I'm also live on TikTok. So I'm letting them kind of hang while we are live on here. I'm just loading a few files, letting people enter as they will.
You understand that you're waving?
Oh, it's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. I was thinking it was Monday. Wait. No, it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Jeez. Jeez Louise. I don't even know what day it is. Okay, so we got Hillary. We got Jenna. Okay.
The opportunity to address.
Oh, dang. Okay, let me put this comment up and then we'll go into that. Interesting. Okay, so here on YouTube, I have a comment. So my YouTube is titled Jenna Ellis pleads guilty. So that's what we're talking about. Here's this comment. I'm disappointed in her. I feel like a darn fool for donating to her legal defense fund. Thought she was genuine, real, and being unfairly charged. She turned out to be Judas in the end. Wow. Well, we're going to listen to her while she's pleading. That's really interesting. I was talking about that over here. And the thing is, I remember that too. If you guys remember also, Jenna Ellis was raising money. I believe she was really upset when she found out that she was being charged and she had a legal defense fund. Totally forgot about that. And you donated to it. Just when I thought she was stronger than ever. That's right. I forgot she had that. Well, somebody pointed out to me just now that just because she pleaded guilty doesn't necessarily, sometimes you're just accepting a plea deal, and now she will be able to testify in court. But if you listen to her plea, it almost sounds like she really is sorry. That's the part that kind of gets me. It seems like it's a little bit more than just accepting a plea deal. But you guys tell me, I'll play her video where she's essentially reading her plea. Jenna Ellis, by the way, was an attorney that was working with Trump in after the whole election thing. So she was one of the ones that they charged in Fulton County, Georgia. For what was it for? Was it interfering in the election? It was interfering or fraud. Here, we'll look it up. Hold on. I bet she was a scammer if she was also a popular YouTuber. Was she a popular YouTuber? I know she's an attorney, and she was censured. Here, let's read Jenna Ellis. News. Okay. Let's read what's actually going on before. That's a good place to start. That is good. Hi. You might see me live more often if you what? I can't. Yes, it can. Okay, we're loading right now. She was being charged for giving legal advice, which is oh wow. Okay. So former Trump attorney Jenna Ellis has pleaded guilty to intentionally interfering in the election process in the state of Georgia. On Tuesday, Ellis's attorneys, so I'll read this to you, then we'll play the videos. On Tuesday, Ellis's attorneys informed Judge Scott McAfee that Ellis intended to plead guilty to aiding and abetting false statements in writing, and both were present in a courtroom hearing where a teary eyed Ellis, 38 years old, read from a prepared type statement admitting her fault. As an attorney who is also a Christian, she says, this is a part of her, what she read. As an attorney who is also a Christian, I take my responsibility as a lawyer very seriously, and I endeavor to be a person of sound moral and ethical character in all my dealings. In the wake of the 2020 presidential election, I believed that challenging the results on behalf of President Trump should be pursued in a just and legal way. I endeavored to represent my client to the best of my ability. Um, she continued, saying she worked closely with other lawyers who provided her with information that she then told to the media. What I did not do, but I should, was make sure the facts and other lawyers alleged to be true. In the frenetic pace of attempting to raise challenges to the election in several states, including Georgia, I failed to do my due diligence. I think that she, at that time, I think right there she is referring to Sidney Powell. She was charged with and subsequently pleaded guilty to a felony count of aiding and abetting false statements and writings. It carries a minimum of 1 year. Yikes. As a part of the plea deal, okay, so this was the plea deal. As a part of the plea deal to serve 5 years probation, pay $5,000 in restitution to the Georgia Secretary of State within 30 days. Also, 100 letter to voters in the state of Georgia and testify truthfully in future hearings regarding cases. Okay, but you guys were right. So she's either looking at a year or 5 years probation and a $5,000 fine and community service. Ellis is also not allowed to post anything on social media about her case until the conclusion of all cases have concluded. In lieu of ongoing cases, she must fully cooperate with prosecutors in interviews and They didn't silence me. I'm so sorry. Are you guys still here? All right. They're still there. Okay. My connection totally went out. Oh, now I have to load my videos again. I'm getting a lot of buffering. Okay. Are we good now? Yay. Okay, let me load my videos again because I was going to play them for you. Okay, so essentially Jenna Ellis pleaded guilty to, it was a plea deal where she's just on 5 years probation, $5,000 fine, can't talk about it, 100 hours of community service, but she'll be going to trial. Kelly's here, sheriff on YouTube. Yeah, I'm back. Sarah's Wi-Fi got jacked by all the... I'm not staying at a hostel. I'm in the country. I'm not in New York anymore. That was fun. Not. Okay. Let me get the vid. I already did this. Hold on. This is
2 more people to hear from.
We're not there yet. That'll come in just a second. We're not at Hillary yet. It's better now? Sorry, my connection is better. Oh my gosh. Let me get the cat. Hold on. You have to say hello. Eva came in. I said, okay, if you're coming in, you have to say hello. Say hello, grumpy cat. This is Eva, the little diva. Eva. She is a big cat. Okay, she's had enough. All right, are you gonna, where are you going? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. There she goes. She's heavy. If she weighed about 10 more pounds, I'm pretty sure she would kill me. That's a fact. I know my place in this world. No loyalty. You know what's funny? I made a video about this a while back. So I heard someone say that if you pass away, your cat will eventually eat you. And I think in a matter of 24 hours. And what's crazy is a cat is more likely than even a dog. If they don't have food, they'll go after you. But the animal that is least likely to do it is actually thank you for the rose. The animal least likely to do it is a golden retriever. Shocker. Golden retrievers are such nice doggies. My cat is about the same size. He weighs 17 pounds. Okay, my Eva weighs 15. So your cat is a little bit bigger than Eva. Eva weighs 15 pounds. And it's nice to know that if something ever happened to me, she would eat me. So, loyalty.
The opportunity to address the court.
Okay, so here is her reading her statement when she pled guilty.
Opportunity to address the court. As an attorney who is also a Christian, I take my responsibilities as a lawyer very seriously, and I endeavor to be a person of sound moral and ethical character in all of my dealings. In the wake of the 2020 presidential election, I believed that challenging the results on behalf of President Trump should be pursued in a just and legal way. I endeavored to represent my client to the best of my ability. I relied on others, including lawyers with many more years of experience than I, to provide me with true and reliable information, especially since my role involved speaking to the media and to legislators in various states. What I did not do, but should have done, Your Honor, was to make sure that the facts the other lawyers alleged to be true were in fact true. In the frenetic pace of attempting to raise challenges to the election in several states, including Georgia, I failed to do my due diligence. I believe in and I value election integrity. If I knew then what I know now, I would have declined to represent Donald Trump in these post-election challenges. I look back on this whole experience with deep remorse. For those failures of mine, Your Honor, I have taken responsibility already before the Colorado bar who censured me, and I now take responsibility before this court and apologize to the.
Oh, so the bar, hold on, I want to listen to that again. So they did censure her.
And I now take responsibility before this court and apologize to the.
Oh, wait.
I've taken responsibility already before the Colorado bar who censured me.
Oh, the Colorado bar censured her. I forgot she is from Colorado. Everything's happening in this crazy world.
Including any mental health.
So here is CNN covering it.
Do you understand that you're waiving all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering this guilty plea?
Yes.
Understand that if you went to trial, you would have the right to a trial by jury, to the right to see, hear, and
all right, we're listening in to what is happening right now as we speak in Fulton Courthouse. That is Jenna Ellis with her legal representation on the right. She is one of the people who has been charged in Fulton County alongside Donald Trump.
So there's that. Well, you know, I don't know if you guys, do you know who Brandon Straka is? He's a political commentator. He started something called the Walk Away Movement way back when. And it's people that have walked away from the Democratic Party. He also took a plea deal. So he was around the Capitol on January 6th. And I can't remember his exact story about what happened, but he ended up taking a plea deal that he didn't necessarily want to take. And it was sort of, he just had to weigh the pros and cons. And I think it was something similar. If he didn't, he could risk possibly being found guilty and he could risk serious jail time or prison time or something like that. I don't know. So he also took a plea deal and pled guilty, even though he didn't necessarily think of himself as guilty. Hello. I also think a really big mistake was working with Sidney Powell. I think she kind of, someone said it over here, I think she was a little overzealous and kind of didn't really help things. So anyway, there's that. Now let's get to Hillary Clinton. She was giving a speech, as she does, as typically she makes thousands upon, as they all do, thousands upon thousands of dollars going around the country giving talks and speeches. And she actually got really into it with a heckler. So I'll show you just a piece of it. The whole interaction was a few minutes and it got like really heated.
You have a chance. Well, I'm not sorry.
Woohoo! And she tells him to down.
We've got two more people to hear from.
I'm sorry.
You have a chance. Well, I'm not sorry. You sit down.
I know you're not sorry. That's the point. The hypocrisy of this speech. The hypocrisy of the fact that what do you have?
Yeah, so it goes on for a few minutes and got pretty heated. I think he might be with the same crew that they disrupted one of AOC's events, and it was a very similar thing. She got pretty badly heckled, but this is where a lot of Democrats are struggling right now because this guy is not a Republican. He's a Democrat, and that's what's happening. It was the same with the people with AOC. It was Democrats that were heckling. So this is happening in their own party. And this is what all of the war stuff, everything in the Middle East, Ukraine, this is what's happening, are in the eyes of some of their base. They are now warmongers and they're taking a side that typically someone who is very liberal wouldn't take. So that's the struggle that is happening right now, I think, with them. And if you can pursue that whole tape, it's really fascinating. And she loses it. She pretty much loses it. Wait, was this Jenna? Someone said she reported on something that was not true and the left canceled it for her, or canceled her for it. Possibly. But just like, well, obviously this case is very different than a defamation, but typically like with a defamation, I don't know what the difference is, but with a defamation, you actually have to prove that the person knew what they were saying wasn't true. And that's the tricky part when it comes to proving someone defamed you. So I don't know how that works out in a case like this. Would they have to prove that she in fact knew it wasn't true? And do they have that proof? Or did she actually think it was something that was true and made a mistake? Hello. Someone said, so they are going to be used to testify against Trump to save their ass. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, let's move on. Oh, I got a rose. Thank you for the rose. It's funny when you do a TikTok, you can get little gifts. It's so cute. Oh, I got a headpiece. Here, do you guys want to meet each other? Okay, this is okay. TikTok Live meet Facebook Live. Okay. See, that's where? How do I get a good? That's TikTok Live. And you met Facebook Live. Isn't that exciting? Now everybody's friends. Oh, this cracks me up. Okay, who did that? Don't cross streams. I just let you guys say hi to each other. Hold on, I'm just... Sorry, I was trying to fix you. I apologize. I was trying to fix you and I dropped you. Okay, I'm getting back to it. Thank you for your patience. Everything's falling apart. Everything's falling apart. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, we're back. Someone said, I believe well, I think the more that they go after him, the more that the average person, maybe someone that's not as plugged in, is starting to think, what the heck is going on here? Kelly, thank you so much. I'll pay you. Thank you for the super chat. Sold. Are we still here? Okay. Kelly's on to it. Yeah, she is. Oh, darn, I don't have the video. So Sheila Jackson, she is a Democrat. She's actually a Hillary-backed Democrat. And recently there was some leaked audio of her. I played it in a different video. If you go back, you can find it somewhere. But it is wild. Keep in mind, I mean, she's 73 years old. And in the video, she's just berating her staff. The language is out of control. She's essentially like bullying her staff. And this audio came out just a few days ago. So it says, Representative Sheila Jackson Lee addressed on Monday night the controversy that has engulfed her campaign to become the next mayor of the city of Houston. So she's running to be the mayor of the city of Houston. I'm just checking to make sure my connection is good. Okay, we're still good. Lee claimed in her statement addressing the audio tape that she strongly believes that everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Not in that tape. She didn't then. She said that she was not perfect and that she had a lot of zeal for serving her constituents. To anyone that has listened to this recording with concern, I am regretful and hope you will judge me not by something trotted out by a political opponent that worked to exploit this and backed by extreme Republican supporters on the very day that the polls open, but from what I've delivered to Houstonians over my years of public service. She then claimed that the many who have worked for her have gone on to bigger and better opportunities and dismissed the leaked tape as a political attack and stunt. Okay, I mean, it was a political attack and a stunt, but also that was some serious stuff in there. Like, address what was actually said in there. Are you like this all the time? She was essentially cussing out her staff. That's okay. Oh, here. This is what she said. I have to watch my language. Okay, so on the secret recording obtained by Current Revolt, Lee could be heard berating a staff member because they did not know the exact date of an event. So these are her words, which is going to sound funny coming out of my mouth because I have to censor myself a lot. Okay, she said, you don't want to do a GD thing. I want you to have an effing brain. I want you to have read it. I want you to say Congresswoman with such and such date. That's what I want. That's the kind of staff that I want. Some stupid other mother ever did it. And I don't have the information. Nobody sent me the information. I need to ensure my my schedule, you know? If Boo Boo did S-A, A did it, F and Ace did it. And nobody's GD thing in my office, okay? I gave it to you. Your job was to get it on the calendar and print it in your brain or send me the information back saying, Congresswoman, I am sure that Ovid Duncantel event that you gave me for so-and-so date at 7 was in the effing calendar. Oh no, Jerome has it. It actually... Hold on, try to finish reading it. So when I called Jerome, he only sitting up there like fat A, stupid idiot talking about, oh, what the F he doesn't know. She allegedly continued, he doesn't know, okay? Both of y'all are F-ups. She's talking to her staff. Both of y'all are F-ups. It's the worst-ish that I could have ever put together. 2 GD, big A, children, effing idiots, serve no GD purpose, ain't managing nobody, nobody's respecting them, nobody gives a schlit about what you're doing and what you ain't doing, schlit. And this is an example of it. I gave it to Jerome. This is not child's work. I'm not surprised that comes out of a politician's mouth, but this is a 73-year-old woman. Jeez Louise. Wait, so who made the recording? It had to have been one of her staff. No, you're a potty mouth. I am buffering. Hello. Am I still buffering? It is kind of my fault because I'm so far out, and I think I'm a little bit better now. It is kind of my fault because I'm so far out, sort of in the country, and I will use my data from my phone, or I'll use the hotspot on my phone because it's a little bit better. But then when I do that, I only have a certain amount that I can use per month. And my problem is I will keep streaming stuff when I know I shouldn't. And then my 5G gets really slow. Sorry. How is it now? They don't have no fiber internet out there. They what? And I think he skins them himself because, well, I know that he does. He does it somewhere in the barn. And one time I was driving past the barn and the barn door was open, and I could see, this was so creepy. I could see they have a refrigerator in the front, and the refrigerator, it was closed. It was like a normal, like white refrigerator. It was closed, but it had like blood dripping all over it. And I think it looked like blood. And I think that was from all their hunting. They also go fishing a lot and all kinds of stuff. And it freaked me out. It really freaked me out. It looked like something out of a horror movie. And I'm just going to go with the fact that was maybe deer. I don't know. I hope it wasn't my neighbors. Okay, I think one of the problems was that I was streaming on 2 different things, so I ended that one. I'm back. Okay, it should be a little bit better now. I was streaming on 2 different places, so I think that's why. So I'm just here now. Sorry about that. It was my fault, I think. I'm back. Anyway, I thought I actually have some silly things for you all that I was putting together a video yesterday. And some of you have asked about my voice acting or things like that. So I figured I would show you. This is how I used to practice for voice acting. I used to sing in a character voice, and this was me. Shoot, this was probably like 2019. Probably 2019, where I was singing Barbie Girl. So you can. Why is it so fast? Okay, here we go. That's how I used to practice. I would rap in a character voice and I would sing in a character voice. Of course I was a Barbie Girl fan. Are you crazy? Have you met me? Touch. You can play. If you say, I'm always yours. Ooh, yeah. was making another video and I found some of my old videos, like way back when, from my Instagram. But that's how I used to warm up. I would sing in character voices. See, the second one, the drill sergeant bit got me laughing. The drill? Are you talking about this? Hold on, I put a few videos together. I did my little walk away video part 2, and I put, are you talking about, hold on. I have all kinds of stuff. I would love to see you sing a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. That's what that is. Hold on. I think I have some more. Is this what you're talking about? My original YouTube video, my original YouTube used to look a lot different. And this one, I think I was giving a tutorial on how to carve pumpkins for Halloween. Hold on, I'm going to answer that in a second. Oh, I should bring up a lot of my old Halloween videos. I used to do tons of Halloween videos. Kelly asked, do I voice act anymore? No, not really. I parted ways with my agent, and to be honest, I still love voice acting. I just don't want to do it in the way that I was, just being in that audition game. And most of the people that I was auditioning for, it was like Disney and DreamWorks and Nickelodeon and Disney Junior, and I like Cartoon Network a little bit more, but a lot of those companies are not putting out stuff that I really like right now anyway. And we kind of know how they are. So it was always this weird feeling of, when I started this YouTube channel, it was, I sort of knew that that would eventually come to an end just because of who I was auditioning for and how they kind of stand and the ideas that they don't really like. So I kind of knew that was always a thing. I felt like I had my feet in two different areas that were not compatible. So I still love voice acting. I haven't done it professionally in a while since I parted ways with my agent. I still love it, and I still see myself doing it again, but just not in the way that I was. Probably not through being in that audition game in Hollywood, if that makes any sense. So I still like it. But no, I haven't auditioned for over a year now. It's serial killers. Yeah, it is. Serial killer Sarah. I don't think I would be able to be a killer. Even if I could find it inside of me to put all humanity aside, I think I would start laughing at myself or something like that. Am I able to monetize from YouTube? Yes, I am. And I'll probably be monetizing a lot more. I haven't been posting just like regular videos as I usually do, or as I did in the past. So I want to get back to doing that. And they will, I didn't monetize for a while, but they will be monetized. So we'll see. Oh, last year on my stream. Yeah, while I was streaming last year, I didn't even know what a stink bug was. I had no idea what a stink bug was. It's a bug and they stink on you. They land on you and they stink on you. And I was doing a live stream last year and one landed on my arm. So I went to shoo it off and it stunk on me. That area smelled for I couldn't get it off for a while. It stunk. Oh, that was a Halloween stream. I do have, do you guys, oh geez. This is what happens. I have a new costume. Do you want to see what it is? I don't even know where I'm going to wear it. Maybe I'll wear it on a stream. Okay, I'm going to show you my costume. Okay, I'm going to put my costume on, but I'm going to black you out because when I bring you back, I'm going to be fully costumed, okay? You are not going to be prepared for this. Just let me tell you. There is nothing that will prepare you for this. So just please be patient. I'll be just like 30 seconds. Oh, it's not Barbie. No. Okay. So here it is. I'm a sumo wrestler. This costume takes up the whole room. It takes a little while to inflate. I can't even sit down. It's not practical at all. Let's see if I can sit down in it. Oh. So should we just, it's inflated? Can you, no, well, it's not fully, it has, hold on. It has a fan. And when you put it on, when you put it, please don't make a, oh, he said, please don't make a Chris Christie joke. Yeah, it has a fan and it's battery operated. So you turn it on and then it just takes air from the outside and it pumps it on the inside. I don't know how much it inflates or how. So you're dressing up as Chris Christie for Halloween, Sarah. Wasn't there a video of him dancing somewhere? Wait, do we look alike? Let's see. Chris Christie. Chris Christie. Are we twins? Chris. You could actually, okay, Miles just said, I need a big box of donuts. Well, what's cool about this costume, I could actually fit a big box of donuts in the costume. Let's see, do we look alike? Here's Chris Christie.
They're now starting to attack each other. They're all like him. If voters in the state like him, they're going to vote for him, not them. And their pathetic act of trying to be like him, but not be like him. Just look at the last two ads that have been put up by the DeSantis Super PAC and the Haley Super PAC. The DeSantis Super PAC is a little bit of a bio ad, right, where he says, one candidate in the race says this, another candidate does that. Look at,
What's he talking about?
did he forget his name?
Do we look alike? Maybe. When I'm like this, it almost looks like I have on one of those Russian like KBG hats when you can't see the whole thing. Christie is strong against Russia, but weak on weaponization and criminal culture. Yeah. So I'm reading what's happening. They still don't have a speaker. I don't understand why they can't get it together and have a speaker. So it says, so they nominated Tom Emmer. Not even close, except for the circumference. It's actually, the fan is kind of nice. It keeps it nice and cool in here. I'm pretty comfortable. So Representative Anna Polina has announced that she believes GOP Speaker designee Tom Emmer does not have the votes to be Speaker, and she will not support him on the floor. Emmer is going to struggle to secure votes based on the opposition at this point. This is so frustrating. She will be asking Representative Mark Green to throw his hat in the ring. Just be nice if they could get it together. I mean, please get it together. I can't criticize anyone in this outfit. Okay, I'm going to turn my battery pack off. Oh. Woo! It's like, feels weird now. See, I have the little battery pack. Turn off my fan. It's a little cold once I pulled it down. Anywho, Vivek, I think I'm saying that wrong. Vivek. I think that's the right way you pronounce it, right? Vivek rhymes with cake. Vivek is the opposite, strong on weaponization, but weak on Russia and China. I'm actually reading one of his books. I have two of his books. He has very Vivek, like a cake Vivek. I need to remind I want to call him, excuse me, let me fix my mascara. I want to call him Vivek. That's what always naturally comes out. No, he has a really good, excuse me. Get it together, Sarah. Get it together. Boom. This is one of them that I'm reading. Really good book, actually. What I like about this book, because some people will bring up his ties with the WEF, the World Economic Forum, and he actually brings that up a little bit in the book. He just used to kind of be in that world, like in that business and corporate world, and would go to a lot of these events. But I think it's kind of cool because he gives you an inside perspective on it. He brought up Schwab a few times. Well, see, Miles, that's what I've heard, but actually in this book, he brings, and this was before he started running, or before he was running for president, but he actually talks a little bit about some of that. So right here, he's talking about ESG, and he mentions Carl Schwab a little bit. And he talks about how ESG, typically what it'll do, it's like these companies that go woke. They know that sometimes it's not going to have great public standing, but they almost see that as collateral damage for longer term. And he talks about Carl Schwab a little bit in here. So he says, it's quoted, "It sucks that the virtuous have to accept a lower expected return to do good, and perhaps sucks even more that they have to accept the sinful getting a higher one," says Asness. I don't know who that is. But he also says to embrace the suck, as without it, there is no effect on the world, no good deed done at all. Perhaps this is necessary sacrifice and why it's called virtue. In response, advocates of ESG, investing and stakeholder capitalism, might retort that the problem with classical capitalism is that it requires businesses to focus on short-term profits rather than long-term value, and that in the long run, analysis will prove that ESG-informed investment approaches are indeed more successful. Klaus Schwab, in his recent book, Stakeholder Capitalism, echoes this refrain. Under a paradigm of stakeholder capitalism, companies do not have to stop pursuing profits for their shareholders, he says. All it takes is that they shift to a long-term perspective. That's when, like, some of these companies, like, I think about this when I think of some of those companies like Bud Light, or these companies that seem to make just the dumbest decisions ever, like campaigning with Dylan Mulvaney. Obviously, a lot of their base are, beer drinking dudes who aren't down with the double hockey stick community, I guess. But sometimes I do. I think they see it as a longer term thing for stakeholders, not necessarily shareholders. He also said something interesting. I just did a video. I'm going to post it later, but I just did a video on Victoria's Secret, and I used this last chapter. So I thought it was really interesting. And it's talking about companies that go woke, essentially. Let's see. Okay, so once the American public becomes woke to this new trend of self-interest masquerading as morality, our citizens and consumers will be able to see through the charade of corporate virtue signaling. When Amazon issues a public challenge to Walmart to pay workers $15 per hour, we can simply chuckle to ourselves that Jeff Bezos is doing what he does best, undermining his competitors when they're most vulnerable. Most importantly, we can return the power to implement our social values back to American democracy where it belongs, rather than allowing it to remain in the hands of corporate chieftains who are really just trying to make a buck and accrue more power. As a society, we should allow and even embrace the corporate pursuit of financial self-interest above all. The only thing we should ask in return is this: keep it naked instead of dressing it up as altruism. America might be better off in the end if Goldman Sachs executives just wear their Rolexes to work, after all, instead of preaching about diversity and pretending to plant trees. I love that. Bezos owns the Washington Post. I forgot about that. He does. But he talked about it earlier in the book. What he was talking about is Jeff Bezos did this big challenge to Walmart to start paying their employees $15 per hour. But really, that was just him trying to get a one-up and try to take advantage of his competitors. It wasn't really about virtue, but what he can do is masquerade it as virtue, being like, no, the minimum wage should be higher for all of the employees. The Washington Post motto, democracy dies in the darkness. All right, you all, that is everything that I have for you today. Thank you for allowing me to show you my costume. And have a really good day. Happy Taco Tuesday. And I will see you all later. Have a really good rest of your day. Have a good evening if I don't see you again today. And thank you for joining. That was a fun stream. So I appreciate it. Everyone, have a good day. And I will see you later. Bye. How do I turn this thing off? All right. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye. Bye, Miles. Bye, Sir TDS. Bye, Danny. Okay, bye, Kelly. Later, Sarah, everyone. You should have a more regular stream schedule. I know, I need to try that. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I'll see you next time. I am going to try to come up with a schedule. I just need to come up with one that I can keep up. So I will definitely do that. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate it. And, sorry. All right, thank you very much. You all have a great day. Okay, bye. Sarah, can we do a Sansoni calendar this year? That's a really good idea. So I'm going to brainstorm today and try to get a regular schedule. I think we'll probably have more viewers too if it's more regular. Okay, thank you very much, you guys, and have a lovely day. Thank you, Kelly, Sia, Sheriff, Neil, Sir TDS. Bye, Kelly. Bye. Wait. Okay, that's how I end it. Bye.